Apex is noun. The highest point of achievement or development. The highest point or summit of something. The apex of the mountain offers a breathtaking view of the valley below. The athlete reached the apex of his career when he won the gold medal at the Olympics. The company reached the apex of its success when it became a Fortune 500 company. The apex predator in the ecosystem is usually the top of the food chain. The apex of the pyramid is the most important part of the structure. Stolid as adjective. Having a dull or unresponsive manner or appearance. Having or showing little emotion or sensitivity. The stolid expression on his face revealed nothing about his feelings. The stolid dog showed no signs of fear or excitement. Her stolid personality made it hard for her to make friends. The company's stolid response to the crisis was criticized for its lack of empathy. The stolid silence of the crowd made the speaker nervous. Ravenous as adjective. Extremely hungry and having a strong desire or craving for food. Possessing a voracious appetite. The company's profits were ravenous, as they gobbled up competitors and expanded rapidly. After a long hike, the group was ravenous and devoured their lunch. The ravenous dog gobbled up the entire steak in one bite. The starving refugees were ravenous for food and water. The fans were ravenous for new music from their favorite band. Demure as adjective. Modest, reserved, and shy in behavior or appearance. Serene, calm, and self-possessed. The actress gave a demure smile when she received the award. She was dressed in a demure outfit with a high neckline and long sleeves. He spoke in a demure tone during the meeting. The bride looked demure in her white wedding gown. The politician gave a demure answer to avoid controversy. Admonish as verb. To warn or notify of a fault. To reprove gently or kindly, but seriously, to exhort. The teacher had to admonish the student for talking during class, reminding them of the classroom rules. The supervisor had to admonish the employee for coming to work late, warning them of the consequences if it happened again. The parent had to admonish their child for not completing their homework, emphasizing the importance of academic responsibility. The police officer had to admonish the driver for speeding, reminding them of the traffic laws and issuing a warning or citation. The coach had to admonish the player for unsportsmanlike behavior, reminding them of the importance of fair play and respect for opponents. Obstinate as adjective. Refusing to change one's opinion or course of action, despite urging or persuasion. Unyielding, determined, or resolute in one's position. The employee's obstinate attitude caused friction in the workplace. The team's obstinate defense made it difficult for the opposing team to score. Despite being proven wrong, the obstinate person refused to admit their mistake. The child was very obstinate and refused to eat anything but candy. The company's obstinate adherence to outdated policies led to its downfall. Intimate as adjective. Closely connected or associated. Having a close personal relationship or connection. The couple shared an intimate moment on the beach as the sun set. She had an intimate knowledge of the local history and culture. The singer gave an intimate performance for a small audience. He shared an intimate conversation with his best friend over a cup of coffee. The memoir provided readers with intimate details about the author's life.
Whimsical as adjective. Capricious or fanciful in decision-making or behavior. Playful or fanciful in nature or character. The comedian's jokes often have a whimsical, light-hearted tone. Her artwork is known for its whimsical style and bright colors. The book is filled with whimsical characters and imaginative settings. The fashion designer's latest collection features whimsical patterns and playful silhouettes. The hotel's decor has a whimsical charm, with colorful murals and unique sculptures.
Hauteur, an air of arrogance, superiority, or disdain, aloofness or condescension, an attitude of superiority or disdain towards others, haughty behavior or manner. He approached the job interview with hauteur and confidence. The coach had an air of hauteur that intimidated the players. Her hauteur and snobbish attitude made her unpopular with her co-workers. The wealthy businessman exuded hauteur and arrogance. The actress looked down at the reporters with hauteur.
Pithy as adjective. Concise, brief, and to the point, using few words to express a great deal of meaning or substance, expressed in a succinct and expressive manner, conveying a lot of information or meaning in a compact form. The professor's lecture was full of pithy remarks and insights. A pithy one-liner can often sum up a complex situation. The comedian's pithy jokes had the audience laughing all night. The politician's pithy statement went viral on social media.
The author's writing style is known for being concise and pithy.
Squelch is noun, a sudden and forceful suppression or crushing of something. The act of silencing or suppressing a sound, especially by damping or muffling it. The sound of the wet grass underfoot was a squelch. The squelch of the microphone made it difficult to hear the speaker's words. The squelch of the car tires on the mud indicated the difficult driving conditions. The hiker's boots made a squelch as she walked through the marsh. The squelch of the sponge, soaking up the spilled water, was audible. Myriad as adjective, consisting of a very large number, having countless number or amount. The concert venue offers a myriad of musical genres, from rock to classical to jazz. The company's website features a myriad of products and services. The artist's work was praised for its myriad of colors and textures. The city offers a myriad of cultural and recreational activities for visitors and residents. The myriad of options for dining out in the city can be overwhelming. Embryonic as adjective, to or in the early stages of development like an embryo. The embryonic stage of development is crucial for the formation of organs and tissues. The company invested heavily in embryonic research to develop new treatments for disease. The project is still in its embryonic stage and requires further development. The embryonic stem cells have the potential to differentiate into any type of cell in the body. The theory is still in its embryonic form and requires more research to be fully validated. Unprepossessing as adjective, lacking attractiveness or charm, not creating a favorable or engaging impression, often referring to appearance or demeanor, not possessing qualities or features that would make someone or something appealing or attractive. The building's exterior was rather unprepossessing, but its interior was stunning. Despite his unprepossessing appearance, he had a captivating personality. The restaurant's unprepossessing facade concealed its exquisite cuisine. At first glance, the house seemed rather unprepossessing, but it held a charming interior. Her unassuming and unprepossessing demeanor hid her intelligence and wit. Credulity as noun, a tendency to believe too readily, especially without sufficient evidence. The state or quality of being credulous or gullible. The teacher warned her students against credulity, urging them to think critically and question everything. The scam artist took advantage of the elderly man's credulity and convinced him to hand over his life savings. The cult leader preyed on the credulity of his followers, convincing them to do his bidding without question. The company's marketing campaign was designed to exploit the public's credulity and convince them to buy their product. The politicians' promises were met with skepticism by those who had grown tired of the public's credulity in the past.
Prognostication as noun, a prediction or forecast about the future, often made using knowledge, experience, or intuition, an estimation or judgment about what is likely to happen in the future based on available information. The weather forecast was a gloomy prognostication of heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures. The astrologer's prognostication of a major shift in planetary alignments caused a stir among believers in astrology. The CEO's optimistic prognostication of the company's future growth helped to boost investor confidence. The doctor's grim prognostication of the patient's prognosis was difficult for the family to hear. The political analyst's prognostication of a narrow victory for the incumbent candidate turned out to be accurate.
Resolve as noun, a decision or resolution to take a particular course of action or to deal with a problem in a specific way. A firm determination to do or achieve something. The couple's resolve to make their marriage work was admirable. The team's resolve to win the championship was stronger than ever. The doctor's resolve to find a cure for the disease kept him working tirelessly. The leader's resolve to bring justice to his people inspired a movement. The company's resolve to reduce its carbon footprint resulted in innovative solutions. Dispensation as noun, a distribution, especially of resources or benefits, an arrangement or order for a particular situation. The school principal granted him a special dispensation to take the exam later. The church granted him a dispensation to marry his cousin. The government provided a dispensation for tax relief for small business owners. The landlord made a dispensation for the tenant to pay the rent late. The company made a dispensation for employees to work from home during the pandemic. Germane as adjective, pertinent or appropriate, relevant to a subject or situation. The discussion was germane to the topic at hand, and everyone participated eagerly. I'm not sure how your story is germane to the conversation we're having. The judge ruled that the evidence was germane to the case and could be presented in court. The company's new policy was not germane to the workers' demands for better pay and benefits. She found it difficult to stay focused on the lecture because it wasn't germane to her research interests. Precocious as adjective, developing or achieving intellectual or emotional maturity at an earlier age than is typical, exhibiting remarkable talent, intelligence, or ability at an early age. The precocious child was reading at a college level by the age of 8. The young artist's precocious talent earned them a scholarship to study at a prestigious art school. The precocious musician was playing complicated pieces on the piano at a very young age. The prodigy's precocious abilities in mathematics astounded their teachers and peers. The precocious entrepreneur started their first business at the age of 12. Ready to boost your English or ace the GRE? Meet the GRE Vocabulary app, a fun and effective way to master language. Learn advanced words with examples and audio. Master idioms, proverbs, and phrasal verbs. Enjoy quizzes, flashcards, and pronunciation tests. Customize your practice by difficulty or focus. Translate into 100+ languages with ease. Did you learn new words? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Download now and start your journey to vocabulary mastery.